Okay, season 1 finale of The Flash. Oh, spoiler alerts. I really thought they're going with the Flashpoint paradox, where Barry's going to go back and save his mother, therefore destroying all of time going forward. So much of this episode was just how undeniably emotional it is for a person to do this. From his dad more or less telling him, I don't want you to do this. You're going to destroy everything for this moment. But Dad, I can save you. You don't have to. Just that tremendous amount of, here is the burden one person has in this one decision. Talk with all the major people in his life, and everyone had this tearful reason as to do it or to not do it, and it was just perfect. It laid out so eloquently everything it means to be a hero, and to have that, a bit of a cheerfulness to it, just the momentum of what it takes to sort of decision, knowing that when you do this, everything that you know is going to be broken. Every single moment might not happen. And then, of course, it's well, do this to making a time sphere. Yes, a Rip Hunter-esque time sphere also appears. And I'm all right, here we go. Here we go. This is going to work. One half of Firestorm gets married. A lot of really solid character moments. Barry talking with his dad, Dad, I can stop this from happening. And he goes, but what if it changes who you are? It's I'm so proud of the person you are right now. Think of what your mother would say. Think of if she would be in this position, if she would want you to do all of this. I wanted you to become a father so you can love someone else as much as I love you. And as a dad, that was just, wow. Written, this is normally a nice, bright, and cheery show, but this was just written with all that seriousness you could possibly have. Even was talking with Joe. Joe was you need to do this. You need to grow up with a mother and a father. He said, but then I lose a father because I lose you. Just so well done. So heavy. So dramatic. And then when it comes down to it, and he makes the trip back, the other Flash, other him, tells him not to. He then stays in the other room as his mother is murdered. To go in there, to then look at his mother, they're going to be okay. How do you know this? Peels the mask. It's not my dad. It's me. It's Barry. So he got to say goodbye to his mother. And then he comes back through the portal. And Wells is what? How come you couldn't do this? Why didn't you do this? Why didn't you change all of time? And he couldn't. Which is those two people fighting each other. And he's once I reverse Flash, once I defeat you, I'm killing everyone that you know. And then you hear a single solitary gunshot. Eddie shoots himself in the chest, knowing that his death prevents Reverse Flash from being born. And it was how do you stop future you? By killing present you. Know that your bloodline never goes forward. And it was didn't see Eddie killing himself. Wow. That's huge. And of course, they mentioned that with doing this, they go open a black hole. Which they do. So season 1 end, Barry running headlong into a black hole to try to stop it from essentially destroying the universe. Pretty heady stuff.